PowerPoint allows you to embed objects from other programs in slides. And when you do that, you can link them and make them live time. So for example, I have a collections report here, and I can switch from year to year and see the data update because it's directly connected to my database. So all of this linking allows us to actually build slides that have the most current and up-to-date information. So let's take a real quick look at how we're going to embed some Excel content into a PowerPoint slide. So now we're back in PowerPoint. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new slide. And this is going to take several steps because I'm going to do it in several different ways. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to just type in a title here. And I'm going to come down to my box. I'm going to go up to Insert, Object, and I'm going to do this from a file. And this file happens to be on my desktop. So we'll click that and we'll hit OK. And I'm going to link this. Now notice right now the link box isn't checked and it says inserts the contents of your file as an object into your presentation so that you can activate it using the application that created it. When I link it, it inserts a picture of the file into your presentation. The picture will be a shortcut to the file so that changes to the file will be reflected in your presentation. So if I hit OK here, you'll notice that it put my chart directly into this. Now this is good, and let's see how it works. So let's go back to Excel and make an adjustment. So now we're in Excel, and I'm going to change my years here. And I'm going to turn off 2020 and go to 2016. That dues year is completed where the current one isn't. And we can see that we had some losses in 2016, but now the chart looks different. So if we go back to our PowerPoint, we'll notice that the chart itself has changed as well. So whenever the chart changes in Excel, it automatically changes and is updated in the PowerPoint as well. So if I go in and rerun that data set or make adjustments to that chart or the underlying data in Excel, it automatically updates my presentations. So if you're doing a financial presentation for a client or for your firm year after year, and you're just doing, projections, or you're doing historical data where you're using the same format and the same chart and just updating it in Excel, you can live link that into an Excel file, and then whenever you run that presentation, you'll have the most up-to-date and current information. Now you'll notice the formatting of this chart doesn't exactly match my slides. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to tell this to change the formatting. So I want to use my destination theme for this chart. So when I do that, it's actually going to create another object, and I'm going to get rid of this original object. So now I have an object that is set to look just like the theme in PowerPoint that I'm currently using, and I can resize this and it will resize. It's taken the filters and the title out so that I can actually use my bar up here as my title. And I can come over here and format this and make it look however I want and actually match the theme. So I'm going to use this, and when I color it, I'm going to do something more along the lines of this because that's more along the lines. And with that color scheme, I probably want a different type of chart. So let's go with a dark theme and do this. And that's fairly readable. So let's make sure that our linkage is still working. We're looking at 25 and under here. We're right about, we're at 237 and 204. So let's go back and change years again. So in Excel, we can see we're at 237 and 204. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to change my year, and I'm just going to go to 2017. We'll close that. And now we're at 247 and 210. So if we go back to our presentation, that should also be updated. So now looking at the chart, we're going to come over here and we're going to mouse over this, 247 and 210. So whatever changes I make in the Excel file are automatically linked into the PowerPoint. So at the end of the day, what we have is we have an embedded chart that allows us to link, just like if we were linking workbooks in Excel, now we've linked a chart from Excel into PowerPoint. And if we're doing those presentations annually or quarterly and we're just updating our source data, this is a great way to manage that and not have to deal with making constant new presentations or edits to your slides. So another thing that you can do here is you can come in and actually add your chart title if you want. You can do all of your data tables and all of those things just like you would in Excel and add those types of features to your charts so you can get your trend lines. Very straightforward, very easy to use. If you're used to using Excel, you can use it. If you wanted to make this, look better, you can do this and come in here and just add on your chart title and then rename that and put, collections up here. Simple, straightforward, embedded links in PowerPoint. You can do this with PDFs, Word documents, but I find Excel is where I use it most often because I'm doing data visualization.